Unless you've been living under a rock recently, you're probably aware that they made a major change to the way that Commander invites work in Lord of the Rings Rise to War. This will probably be my most downvoted video of all time, but I don't think the system is as bad or nearly as bad as most people have made it out to be. I actually think it is a somewhat better system for the majority of players. Well, let's go get into it and talk about it. So just in case you're not already aware, in the past, there was a 0.1% chance, I'm going to talk about T3 invites specifically, 0.1% chance to pull a T1 invite from a chest, and once you pulled an invite, you were able to unlock and use the commander. Now it's a 0.3% chance, but you need 3 invites in order to unlock that commander. Each invite gives you 1/3 of the amount of respect that you need. In the case of a T3 commander, that means each invite is worth 3,000 respect instead of 9,000 respect. So the con of this system is that it's going to be less likely to just randomly full pull a commander from a random chest, from the normal chest, whatever you want to call the basic Matham chest. I'll just pull it up here. So for good side, it's called Precious Antiquities. I forget what it's called for the evil side. So just randomly, luckily pulling a full T3 invite from this chest is going to happen less often because the invites that you receive can be spread out. So while you're actually getting the exact same amount of respect over time, since all they've done is increase the drop rate by 3x and then decrease the amount of respect per drop by 1/3, over time you're getting the exact same amount of respect on your account. However, the odds in that scenario of full pulling a commander are lower. However, in other cases, I do think that this system is better. And before we move on, I just want to show you guys that the odds are in fact exactly the same as they used to be, at least in terms of respect. I've slightly simplified the math by saying there's a 1% chance of success just to make it a little bit cleaner. So if we're going to use that instead of the 0.1%, on average, every 100 chests, you would be getting one of those invites. And then over here, we have a 3% chance of success instead of 0.3%. And on average, over the course of 100 chests, you're going to have this. What this means is it's 97 failures and then 3 successes. So unless I'm doing something completely wrong with the math, and if you have a PhD in statistics, then please let me know. But I'm relatively confident, like 95% confident, that this math is in fact correct. And one of the good things of this new system is that you are less likely to get either extremely lucky or extremely unlucky. So the variance kind of is more evenly distributed. So there's less RNG in this system. Another advantage of the system comes in the form of the special chests that this game has to offer. And I'm, again, reasonably certain that my math is correct, but if you're some type of PhD mathematician, please do comment down below and correct me. So in these special chests, you have a chance of getting one of 2 commanders. In the previous system, you would have the 0.1% chance to pull one of the invites. So let's just say, for example, with Secret of the Fort chest, we want to get Gandalf the White, and let's just pretend that I haven't full pulled Treebeard. That means if I hit my invite, on one hand I could get Gandalf the White, let me move my finger over here, or on the other hand I could get Treebeard. So if I pull an invite, I have a 50% chance of getting the one that I want. If we math it out, where we're getting 3 invites, because we should be getting 3 invites at the same rate as 1 invite, we have 4 possibilities. We could get 3 of one commander, or 3 of the other commander, or some type of 2-1 split. In either case, you have a 50% chance to have at least 6,000 respect towards the commander that you want. And it is likely that if you're any type of spender, you'll be able to then full recruit the commander from simple respect items, and you're going to have a higher chance of getting 2 of the 3 invites for the one that you want than you would getting the one full pull under the old system. Additionally, I think that this is actually significantly better for free-to-play players and low spenders because they're not going to be using T3s most likely anyway. It's just not feasible to get a T3 to respect 5 plus for somebody who is not investing in the game. However, if they get some amount of spread out invites, so let's say we do the 3-to-1 ratio since that's the new math, now a free-to-play player or low spender is going to have 3 commanders that they can path and siege with. Granted, they can only take those commanders to level 20, but still, that's all you need for pathing and sieging. Whereas under the old system, they would have 1 full pull, but a respect 0 T3 commander, you're really only going to be pathing or sieging with them anyway. So with this new system, you're actually getting more commanders if you're a free-to-play player or a low spender. If you're a mid-level spender, I think you can just target whichever commander you want based on the special chests of the game and have at least the same odds, if not slightly better odds, if you count the 2 of 3 invites versus the 1 full invite, of getting and using the commander that you want. And if you're a massive whale / kraken, it's not going to matter anyway. I've seen accounts that have every single tier 3 commander at respect 10 plus. They've pulled all the invites, so for them it's completely irrelevant anyway, because in the long run the math is exactly the same. So a brief recap: I think it's better for low spenders and free to play because they get more commanders to play with. They're not going to be using T3s really in PvP anyway. For mid-level spenders, you're still just going to target the commanders that you wanted anyway via the chests and via respect items in the exchange. And you're going to have a higher chance of getting 2 of 3 invites than 1 of 1 invite. And you can make up the respect difference in the form of respect items. And for the massive whales, it's completely irrelevant because the math is exactly the same. They're going to get everything they want anyway, no matter what. Over the long run, you get exactly the same amount of respect. And one other little positive thing I guess I forgot to mention a minute ago is that you're going to be gaining that respect at the same amount on your account in terms of your account's, what is it called? Influence level, I believe is what it's called. I'll pull it up just to make sure. Yeah, influence level. So you're going to be gaining respect that levels up your influence at the exact same rate. However, it's going to be coming in more frequent bursts, since hitting those 3% chances of getting the plus 2,000 respect is going to be happening likely, statistically, slightly more often than getting the one hit of plus 9,000 respect. So you guys will probably flame me in the comments for this. Feel free to do it. Downvote the video if you disagree with me. Feel free to discuss it with me in the comments as well. But I really think that this system is not nearly as bad as people have been making it out to be. That's it for this one, guys. Thank you for watching.